sugar.
No, but they say timing is everything. So, I'm so honored to meet you. I am so honored to make your acquaintance.
Are you kidding?
I'm not good at hobnobbing. Like, I'm just not.
I understand. We love our friends around us, and we love to keep it really tight, but not socializing with, just hanging out.
It's true. Yeah. I have friends, and they'll say, like, well, so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so came, and I just think, whoa, God, that sounds like a lot. Like, I'd rather kick it with my friends who I'm so at ease with. Now, like, complete pivot, Jeffrey.
Is he one of your close friends?
Well, I've never met him.
He's the real deal.
You're about to celebrate 54 years.
Yeah. Thank you.
Your first date. Like, will you tell me about your first date?
It was a disaster.
Wait, that's even better. What?
Why he ever wanted to see me again, I have no idea.
Why was it a disaster?
I was in high school, and he was at Dartmouth. And he called. We had a mutual friend, and he'd seen me walking around the campus of Dartmouth, and he asked the friend, could he call me? So he called, and I didn't know anything. I just knew he was a friend of the friend, and I thought, well, he's a Dartmouth guy, so he probably wants to like go to a bar or something. I'd never been to a bar, and so I just said, oh, let's go to this bar, Hilltop, like I've been there many times.
Super cool.
I was totally cool. So he parks the car, we walk in, and there are two big guys at the door, and they go, blah, 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 and I said, what was that? Blah, blah, blah. I didn't understand what they were saying, and finally Jeffrey said, they want your ID. And I said to him, what's that? I had no idea what ID, that I needed fake ID to get into a bar when I was 16.
And what happened?
Well, we turned around and left. And I said, so many years later, I said to him, what did you think? Like, why would you want to take me out again? He said, I thought you needed taken care of. Which is so sweet. And he was so right.
I mean, is it true that he sends you love texts?
He does. And sometimes they go astray.
How so?
He sends them to the wrong person.
And what perchance do they say?
My dear friend, who's also my publicist, he sent a text to her, and he meant it for me, and he said, you're going to be delicious tonight. And it went... She was like, whoa. She sent it back, said, I don't think this was meant for me.
Did she turn like bright red?
I didn't see it, but I imagine so.
I mean, women love you, kids love you, adults love you, and you are one gay icon.
Oh.
Do you, I mean, how do you process that?
I don't even know what to say.
I know, I didn't even know how to ask the question.
I think when I started 20 years ago, I think, I mean, certainly there were shows that had gay people in it, but there were gay people in it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that they were just a friend and, oh, by the way, they happen to be gay. It was, my friends are, some are straight, some are gay, who cares?
Yeah.
And I just invited my friends. Mm-hmm. So maybe that was something that made them feel connected to the show in some way.
All right, so you were a pilot?
When Jeffrey and I first got married, we lived in North Carolina. I was still in college. And across the street was a small airport. And so I went across the street and I found the people who had were training pilots. And I said, I'd like to learn how to fly a plane. And they said to me, I'm sorry, we don't have anybody here that would teach a woman how to fly an airplane.
And what was your response?
Well, then find somebody. And they found somebody from the next town. I don't know why. I mean, I just was like, well, that's not the answer.
And one time you were on a runway.
So the helicopter?
Something about a last flight, maybe?
I don't know that it was my last flight, but I was landing. And I didn't realize you had to do is ask for permission for a taxiway. So I landed and I just made a right turn onto a taxiway. And right in front of me was a helicopter. Fortunately, the helicopter had its rotor going and the helicopter went whoop like that and I went whoop right underneath. And I could hear the tower go, student pilot.
I love
Thank God he was He was paying attention.
And you were like, yay, great, okay. Well, you have so many loving fans around the world, and we have a few people who wanted to ask you some burning questions. Is it okay if we reveal the first one?
Sure.
Okay, roll the tape, please.
Hi, Ina. Hi, Drew. You and I are going to Paris. We've been promising each other this for a long time now. And I want to know, what would be the first restaurant that you would take me to on our first night in Paris? No, Jeffrey and Keith are not with us. It's a girls' weekend. We are very, very certain about that. I love you. Mwah.
Love you too. Isn't that great?
Well, where would you take her to Paris on night one?
I think that there's a wonderful restaurant in Paris called Lulu, which is in the Louvre. So
Well,
I think Juliana would love that.
That sounds like the perfect setting. Ina in Paris, oh my God.